If we go just with a very simple aspiration technique, with a device that may help us to track an aspiration catheter in the M1 almost automatically or with a very low level of skill, this may allow much more patients to be treated worldwide, even in a developed country like France.
From my point of view, I can second that because I think the devices have to be user-friendly. And I can share our experience with the RED 72, for example. The first time our fellow used it, it was like, oh, this tracks so easily to the distal M1, where we need it for a distal quattro technique, right? So, I mean, you have to have devices that are user-friendly and help your fellows, the people that don't have so much experience, to actually do successful reperfusions, right? And this is something that we have experienced with the RED family. Again, as we are going more distal and more distal, this has to be as easy as possible for the new generation of physicians that start treating those patients. So as we are going more distal and distal, we need the aspiration catheters, the small one and the big one that we use for the quattro technique, for example, to be in the place that we need them. And that means we need trackability and we need the right length and the right size of the catheters. And that's something that we have with the Penumbra products at the moment.
So the key point for aspiration is, of course, trackability first, because we need to put this distal aspiration catheter in contact with the clot. So if we cannot move forward up to the clot, now it's finished. So trackability is the first point. Then we need to ensure that those catheters of aspiration are really transmitting the force of suction from the pump directly to the thrombus. So that is the second very important point, as showed Dr. Psychogios during his presentation this morning. And the last point would be also developing the force and the intelligence in the aspiration algorithm in order to be even more efficient than just sucking with a syringe, in order to get the maximum chance to have a first TK3 pass, what is a little bit more frequently observed today with stent retriever than with aspiration at the first pass.
Yeah, specifically for the distal vessels, the point is that you need a trackable and soft device, but you also want to have the integrity of the lumen when you're going so distally with a small catheter. So I'm really looking forward to the new generation of devices that are coming to Europe in the next months, because I think they will be more trackable than the devices we have nowadays. And also with a new generation, we have this integrity of the lumen compared to other devices that really helps us aspirate the clots that we want.
More than 10 years, nearly 15 years. And I do just want to remember to the youngsters that the coils are not dead because they are very...
So at the end, I think we're sharing a little bit the same goal, is really to make this technique available, I mean, at the for the largest amount of patients, for simple case and also for a more complex situation.
Yeah, and in the end we are sharing, the same aspiration. It's just you are using it as your main tool. I think it's a complementary tool to the other devices that we have, but it's the same goal. We want to open vessels.